Hey, Amitabh, Daphne here. Thanks for sending in your essays. Well done. You're working really great on this course, doing fantastic work here. So today you've got the template, which we're working with. So we use this to start with. We won't use it forever. I mean, you can keep bits of it, you can modify it, but it's quite good to help you with the structure, isn't it? So is it too expensive to look after and repair old buildings? This money should be spent on modern buildings instead. Do you agree? Experts throughout both the developing and developed world have debated over the expenditure bear over maintenance and repair of old buildings. Okay, the expenditure connected to. I don't know what you mean by bear. To. Not sure what you mean there. Okay, I have debated the expenditure. I don't think you need over in that one. And I always say to my students, who are these experts? Yeah, so architects. Oh, whoops. And town planners. Let's make them real. If you make them real, that's more like personal, less generic than experts. Some believe the money should rather be utilised for the development of modern buildings. Some believe money should rather should no B needs to go here. Should rather be utilised. Oh, hang on. For the development of modern buildings, and personally, I strongly disagree. The assessor will argue that. Sorry. Why it should be a priority to take care of such old buildings, using examples. Okay, good, that's really nice. Well done, good intro. On the one hand, there's ample evidence to show why all the expenses should be taken care of for preserving our monuments. Okay, not all the expenses, to show why you can't have that and why together, but show that investment in restoration, this is useful vocab here, and preservation of ancient and historic buildings and spelling today, and monuments is worthwhile. Okay, so just on this sentence here, restoration. So there's ample evidence to show that investment in the restoration and preservation of ancient historic buildings is worthwhile. Okay, so that is a very nice sentence there. A little bit neater, maybe. Okay, rather than that way. The central reason, so we'd come in here. The central reason behind this is twofold. Firstly, these houses, structures or buildings, good, are of cultural heritage that reminds us of our ancestors and their lifestyle or their life rather than livings. Absolutely right, lovely sentence. Second, the architecture, building, architecture building materials used to create such marvels and stone and structures, marvels and structures, are unique and cannot be replaced or recreated. Fantastic, lovely. For example, recent research by social studies, now, if this is a name of something, you need to have it all in capital letters. Just check that out for me. Otherwise, you're repeating research. Have informed, no, research has informed professionals. You have to inform somebody. You can't inform nothing. You have to inform somebody that buildings like the White House in America and San Sabium in India are World Heritage buildings, capital letter. And so it would be impossible. Rather than it would be impossible. You're talking hypothetically. It's like a conditional. Would be impossible to build such structures again. Watch out with plurals, okay? Very, very nice writing. It must not be forgotten that although such buildings are old, they symbolize the rich history and culture of the nation. Therefore, clear that all required precautions should be taken to preserve, maintain, and take care of. Fantastic writing here. I'm loving your vocabulary. Really, really good vocabulary. Very nice style. You're using this 1, 2, 3. Very effective. Really good. On the other hand, although these old buildings are of cultural significance, the impact on the expenditure needed to, rather than not done, needed to protect, repair, and maintain them. So, sorry, them, because it's buildings, you're connecting back to here, yeah, over the years, not since ages, I go over the years, have taken a toll on the economy and growth of nations. Ah, interesting. This is largely because modern technology, device or engineers required to take care of these buildings is too costly. So the technology. Oh, no, you're right. You've got 3, so you would need R, but it just seems a bit strange. The technology, maybe including machinery rather than devices, including machinery or engineers required to take care of these buildings, are too costly, and it's difficult for some countries to afford it, and for many, in many cases, unaffordable, maybe. For example, an extensive study by Oxford showed that over 40% of a poor or developing countries, apostrophe S, here, revenue is spent on maintenance of these old structures. Thus, it's possible to state beyond doubt that such expenditure, you don't need kind of, such expenditure will never help in, that's not the point there really, is it? But yeah, okay, would never contribute to or never improve the GDP of a country. Rather, the money should be diverted to building a new nation, not on preserving old structures. Okay. Rather, many argue. I think you need to get a little bit of distancing in here. Many argue that the money should be spent. Yeah, it's not you, it's other people saying this. From the arguments examples given, I firmly believe that old buildings are a gift, plural. All buildings are a gift to us from our ancestors and forefathers. It's our responsibility to take every step, every possible step. Watch out on the plurals here. Every possible step to preserve it, to preserve them, so that our future generation can be proud. And you don't need to repeat that. Very, very good essay. That is looking really tidy. Very nice indeed. Great vocabulary there. Lovely examples. Very good argument. Well done. Really nice. Okay, so formal apology. And you've got the beginning and the end. That's great. Okay, formal letter. I am so confusing. Writing this letter with a reference to your letter in which you inquired about. No, that would be to past simple that. Inquired about the reason for my absence in biology exam. Capital letter for subjects in English. Biology exam. Writing with reference to. I don't think you need to repeat letter. Writing with reference. Okay. Firstly, I would like to sincerely apologise and would like to explain, not intimate you. No, that doesn't work. Explain the unfortunate incidents that happened on that day. On my way to the exam venue, an old man, rather than came in front, I go stepped out in front or walked out. You need the verb, the preposition out, because it suggests that he came from the pavement out to the road, in front of my car while trying to cross the road. Fortunately, by God's grace, capital G, the man was not seriously injured, but was unable to walk, so don't need the comma there. So I had to take him to the nearby hospital, then drop him at his home. Good. I do have the details of the person and his address. Maybe so he could act. He could act as evidence in my case. Good. Gosh, good example. I love that. Well done. Good writing. Once again, I apologise for the inconvenience caused and would request you to consider me for the extra exam. Supplementary maybe, but it's a replacement. I go maybe replacement exam scheduled in July. Okay, very, very nice letter there. Absolutely no problems at all. Super good writing. Really, really impressed today. Well done you. Thank you.